What's up, everybody? It's Deckplatetone. This is part 2 to what my life changed since I joined the Navy. If you haven't seen it yet, check out part 1. Before I joined the Navy, I was a loser. My wife at the time was working 3 jobs. Guess what I was doing? I was living the life of every man's dream. There's a video trending online about this dude that don't have any job and his wife is doing all the work. That's what I was doing. And no man should ever be putting his family in that situation. You should be providing for your family, not vice versa, in my opinion. But here's some of the things that changed for me since I joined the Navy.
On the money side for me, one thing that definitely changed for me when I joined the Navy is the consistent money, is the secure money. My finances, they got in order. And here's why. The Navy has all these resources readily available for you. You got financial advisors, you got financial counselors, you got organizations that basically give you financial assistance for free. You know, stuff that costs thousands to other people, they give it to you for free because you're in the military, because you're in the Navy. We got the Fleet Family Support Center, Navy Federal has financial advisors, all these people, all these tools and resources. But the thing is, you have to put that work in, apply it and stuff like that. And I'll be honest, when I joined, the more money I got, I didn't care to do that stuff. But once I started caring to do that stuff, that's when finances changed for me. Am I rich? Am I a millionaire? No, but I'm much better than what I was, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. So that's something that really changed for me. This is how much my finances have gotten over the year. Years ago, I was making about $8,000 every month, and I was still kind of doing paycheck to paycheck.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
How can that be possible? Years later, I'm making a little bit less, but I still have money in the bank every time. And I got multiple accounts with money in the bank. How does this happen? With less money, how do I have more? It's because I've used the tools and things that was available to me, and I applied it so that I can get my finances in order. And the thing is financial education. I have this book, and I'm sure some of you guys heard about it. It's called The Richest Man in Babylon. That book has helped me a lot, man. That book is so good. One of the most powerful things to me about that book is one of the things that say, control thy expenses. That thing has helped me so much. That one statement, control thy expenses. Another thing that helped me was sitting down with my financial advisor and then just keeping it 100 and just saying, all right, this is what's going on. This is where I want to be. They will help you get there if you have a goal and you just listen and apply. But it takes self-control. It takes a lot of discipline to get where you want to be. And if you're able to do that, you can succeed and your finances will be in order. So that's another thing that changed for me since I joined the Navy.
And to top it off, I had a job. I wasn't really making much money because I was calling out all the time, staying home, playing Call of Duty, you know. Every time my wife would see me when she came home, her blood was boiling. I had all these ambitions, all these things I wanted to do as far as YouTube, make music, all this stuff. But, you know, I guess I just didn't have the courage to do it. You know what I mean?
Another thing that changed when I joined the Navy is I heard all these terms that I never, ever heard before. I'm talking about terms like time management. I'm talking about personal development, professional development. I never heard them before. You know, I grew up in Brooklyn, New York.
I'm from Brooklyn. I read Brooklyn all day.
What part of Brooklyn are you from?
From Brownsville.
You're from Brownsville.
Brownsville.
You are very
all
Brooklyn.
day.
And those things were just never something that we talked about. My family, my friends, we never talked about anything like that. Here I joined the Navy, and now they're talking about personal development. They're talking about professional development. You know, they stuck time management in there. I was like, what the hell is that? I found out time management, it's about life management. And if you're not handling time right, you're probably not handling life right. When it comes to personal development, it's about developing yourself as a person, reading self-help books and applying tools that make you better as a person, as an individual on the inside. Professional development, it's about, you know, becoming better at your career, you know, becoming better at your job, having good work skills, work-life skills and stuff like that. Never heard these things before. So that changed for me when I joined the Navy. I started getting those things like that. Then I started looking for more terms in that area. I started taking terms from here, taking terms from there. The more books and things I read, the more I learned about things like personal development, professional development, how to be a leader, manager, and all this stuff. If I wouldn't have joined the Navy, I don't think that I ever would have been tracking on any of that stuff. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. But for me, since I joined the Navy, that's something that changed for me.
One day after fight like 3,000, me and one of my guys got together. We said in a couple years, if we not where we want to be in supervisor level position, we gonna join the military. 2 years passed by, we still haven't got any management positions, no real pay raises. Still in the same situation. I was working at Target at the time. Terrible. I used to work at Target overnight, making about $11 an hour. When I first joined the Navy, I used to lie to people, tell them I was a supervisor. I wasn't no damn supervisor, man. I always wanted to be in charge, be a supervisor or something, but I never had a leadership bone in my body. Me and my friend, we thought about it. Yeah, we joined in the military. When it came time to join the Navy, what did we do? We didn't. We were too afraid to.
Before I joined the Navy, there was no way in hell that I would embrace challenges. There was no way. I used to run away from challenges. I didn't assert myself. I didn't have no initiative. I had no drive. My ex-wife, she could tell you, she said, when it comes to Tony, that mother... I understand now that I'm older and more wiser. You know, I didn't have that drive. I didn't have that ambition. I didn't start utilizing the words goals and dreams until things really mattered, until it made sense. In the meantime, as a young guy, man, I was just doing whatever. And you know what? You got to have a lot of respect for the young guys nowadays, because some of them, they get to it. When I was 23 versus another 23-year-old now, and I'm not saying just in the Navy, I'm talking about in general, those that want to get after it, they really get after it. But at that time, man, I just had nothing but excuses. I said, well, nobody taught me this and nobody taught me that, so I guess I just don't know. That's no way to live. Since I joined the Navy, and since I had people to try me and challenge me, and I've been put through the fire time and time again, I finally got to that point where I was able to embrace challenges.
I accept your challenge.
If you in the Navy, man, challenges, they gonna be waiting for you. Soon as you wake up, challenge. Hell, it's a challenge to even wake up. Soon as you wake up, challenge is right there waiting for you. The way Navy life is, like once you get over those challenges, those hurdles and stuff like that, then you're fortified and you're able to handle a challenge just like that. That's something that really changed for me, and I really appreciate that, because after Navy life, there's gonna be more challenges, and I'll be more equipped to deal with those challenges because of everything I've been through in the Navy.
Finally, one day I woke up like, damn, I'm nowhere I want to be in life. I really don't got no goals, no ambition. I bring no value, man. My wife, it's only a matter of time before she dip on me. This is one of the lowest parts for me. As far as what I was making, here's one of the lowest parts to me. Now, my wife is working 3 jobs. Me, I'm only working 1, and I'm calling out all the time because I love Call of Duty. I couldn't stop. Kill-death ratio had to be maintained, of course, right? I was promising my wife at the time I was going to take her somewhere nice, do all these things, right? So for 2 weeks, I know I'm calling out here and there. I'm working here and there, but for the most part, I'm like, all right, cool. I know I got a paycheck coming, yada, yada, yada. I'm working 2 weeks, and I finally get my paycheck. For that 2 weeks, a married man, my paycheck was almost $300. Wife working 3 jobs. That's when I knew, like, all right, you know what? After 2 weeks of working, you got a $300 paycheck. Something need to change. Something need to change, and need to change fast. And then my wife at the time, bruh, I didn't hear the end of it. Imagine what that sounds like.
Since I joined the Navy, I became mentally stronger. I became mentally wise. I became resilient. Man, when I first joined, man, and even before I joined, my level of confidence, man, I really used to hate who I was, you know, deep inside. Some people would see me and think that I was confident, but inside, I couldn't stand myself. Man, I was such a little... I couldn't stand it. Sometimes when I would look in the mirror, I'd be disappointed because I knew who I really was.
I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Now things have changed totally. Since I've been in the Navy and I've dealt with adversity and I've dealt with huge challenges, stuff that knocked me down, it made me build back up. It has boosted my confidence every time. And every time I face challenges where I'm able to overcome, it just makes you mentally stronger. Things I never thought that I would be able to handle, I'm handling with ease. Your most stressful day in the Navy, once you overcome it, if you're a person that got resilience and you know how to take care of yourself mentally, you're gonna keep on getting mentally stronger. And this is how you take care of yourself mentally in the Navy. You gotta go to see mental health and stuff sometimes.
Yeah!
You gotta be able to withstand stuff. You gotta use your support system. When people are not able to handle things mentally, because they're not using those tools, those support systems, you gotta be willing to change, man. If you're gonna join the military or anything like that, you gotta be willing to change. You gotta be willing to accept change in your life. The people that don't accept change in their life, those are the people that have the hardest time. If you're a person that don't want to accept any change in your life, I recommend never, ever, ever join any branch of the military. Because once you join the military, there's going to be some change. If you deal with it right, through your support systems, through medical and the tools and resources that you have, you're going to be good mentally. If not, it's not gonna work out for you. I mentioned this one earlier, but since I joined the Navy, one thing that changed for me is making a YouTube channel. I talked about that in my dreams, but I want to talk about making a YouTube channel. So I made this YouTube channel because I've always had questions on different things in the Navy. I never had anybody to ask these questions. And I can imagine some of you guys are in the same boat. But you got all these questions, you want somebody to keep it real, and you need somebody that got that resource. I got that resource. And I got the seasoned information for you guys, and I freely give it. If you guys want to support the channel, I appreciate the super thanks, the super chats, super likes, whatever, subscribing to the page, becoming a member, all that good stuff. But I freely give this information because I've always wanted this information and I never had it. And another reason I created the YouTube channel is because I got a lot of friends. I'm a friendly person. I got a lot of family too. And I can't keep up with everybody because I'm in the Navy. I always travel. I dedicate a whole bunch of time to a whole bunch of other things. But I make these videos, man, and it's a way to reach out in case I can't get to you. I make these videos for you guys to service you because at the end of the day, I'm a public servant. So this video is my service to you guys. It's all about information, and I want to make sure that you guys got the most seasoned information and that is readily available to you guys. So if you guys like these videos and it's bringing value to you and you haven't subscribed, make sure that you do that. Make sure you like. If you got some feedback, make sure that you guys let me know. I do listen, man. And then I also built this YouTube channel because I like building community, man. I like networking and stuff like that. I threw a vote together to name the community Deck Plate Champions, man, because I think that everybody is a champion in their own sense. And I wanted to build a community and build friends and stuff all over. And like I said earlier, it was a dream of mine. So that is something that has changed for me since I joined the Navy. If it hadn't been for me being in the Navy, I wouldn't have a YouTube channel because I wouldn't have anything to talk about. I always wanted to make a YouTube channel, and I think I didn't make one because I didn't have anything to talk about. Who was I? Was I interested? I didn't really have anything real of value to talk about. Now, since I joined the Navy, I have experience, I have seasoned information, and I want to get it out to people. I got a message, I have seasoned information, I have a lot of friends and family I want to keep in touch with, so I made this channel to be a source and hub for all that stuff. That's something that definitely did change when I joined the Navy. My ability to talk and bring value to other people through my YouTube channel.
I finally went to the Navy recruiter and I said, yo, don't lie to me because I'm gonna join anyway. Of course he lied to me. And then here we are now. I'm doing pretty successful for myself. Lucky me, right?
Last thing that changed for me since I joined the Navy is my ability to get out of my comfort zone. I love to be comfortable. But every once in a while, something in the back of my mind says, you dumb mother, get out your comfort zone and do what you gotta do. When you're in your comfort zone, man, you start to fall asleep. Things get too comfortable. Once you get out of your comfort zone, man, you get to that next challenge, or you get to somewhere where, you know, things just ain't right.
It's out of my comfort zone, but yeah.
But it's always a blessing, always a reward. It's always something outside of your comfort zone. That's something that has helped me a lot in the Navy. The Navy has pushed me out of my comfort zone more times than not. And then I got comfortable in situations that were challenging for me, and it built me. It molded me into a better person. It molded me into a better leader, better manager, better whoever. And if I didn't join the Navy, I would still be in my comfort zone, and I would still be afraid of challenge. I would be I would still be scared to embrace challenges, and I would still be afraid to go into situations that probably would make me grow and stuff. And a lot of people, and you don't have to be in the Navy and in the military or whatever, but once you in your comfort zone, man, like things will never change for you. You know, the Navy is really good on getting people out of their comfort zone into a situation that's not as comfortable, but it rewards you in the long end. This list right here is some of the things that changed since I joined the Navy. If this makes sense and you got a better understanding on what might change for you if you join the Navy, then make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the page. And be sure to join me and the Deck Plate Champions every Thursday night at 7:30. Hope to see all you guys there. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to watch another video. Stay a while on the page. Make friends, all that good stuff. No further entries this page. Tony Tone out.